All right, guys, here we go. We got AMD. It's currently sitting at 507.64. In the after hours, it's down 2.97%. It would have been down 3.56% yesterday. I'm recording this at about 4 a.m. So over the past 5 days, it's up 4.19%. Over the past month, it is up 47.27%. Over the past 6 months, it's up 140.03%. Year to date, it is up 144.3%. On a 1-year chart, it is up 352.24%. On a 5-year chart, it's up 541.33%. And on a maximum chart going back to June 6th, 1986, it is up 4,260%. That's AMD. Ticker symbol AMD. All right. Now, they got a PE ratio of 171.68. They got a 52-week high of $546.44, a 52-week low of $114.71, with an EPS of $3.05. They've got a market cap of $853.13 billion, about 1.63 billion shares outstanding, and about 31,000 employees. All right. So let's go right down into their earnings. All right. So they reported on May 5th, 2026. They beat on EPS by 5.82%. They were predicted to get $1.29. They got $1.37. On revenue, they also beat by 3.39%. They were predicted to get $9.92 billion. They got $10.25 billion. Pretty nice. Let's go down and see when the last time that they missed was. Alrighty. Here we go. Looking good. Okay. Q2 2025, they missed on EPS by 0.55%. They were predicted to get 48 cents. They got 48 cents, but a little less than they predicted to get. If we go down, we see that they also missed in Q4 of 2023 on EPS. They missed by 0.01%. Similarly, they were predicted to get 77 cents. They got 77 cents, but a little less than they predicted. So, they don't miss too often, but they miss every now and then. You know, let's check out their at a glance. AMD delivers strong Q1 beat. AMD reported a non-GAAP EPS of $1.37 and revenue of $10.25 billion, surpassing analyst expectations of $1.295 EPS and $9.92 billion in revenue. Optimistic Q2 guidance and acceleration. Management provided Q2 revenue guidance of approximately $11.2 billion, implying a 46% year-over-year growth rate as AI infrastructure demand continues to scale. Bullish market reaction post-earnings. The stock surged between 4 and 20% in the immediate aftermath of the release, as investors reacted to the clean beat and strengthening product pipeline, including MI450. Data center revenue hits record. Data center segment revenue surged 57% year over year to $5.8 billion, driven by massive demand for EPYC CPUs and Instinct GPUs used in AI infrastructure. Server CPU market opportunity expanded. AMD raised its long-term server CPU total addressable market (TAM) estimate to over $120 billion by 2030, citing the increasing role of CPUs in agentic AI workloads. Strategic gains in AI infrastructure. Major partnerships with Meta and OpenAI, including commitments for up to 6 gigawatts of GPU deployments, highlight AMD's shifting role from chipmaker to infrastructure provider. Wow. All right. The perspectives from across the web. Advanced micro devices surged recently behind a robust Q1 earnings beat and upgraded guidance. Analysts project sustained momentum through the next quarter, driven by accelerating AI infrastructure demand and data center growth, though recent macro volatility and profit-taking have caused a minor pullback from June 2026 all-time highs. The bullish view. Explosive data center and AI growth. AMD reported a 57% year-over-year surge in data center revenue to a record $5.78 billion for Q1 2026, Management recently raised Q2 revenue guidance to approximately $11.2 billion, representing 46% growth as demand for Instinct GPUs and EPYC processors continues to outpace expectations. Strategic AI partnerships and product ramps. The company has secured high-visibility deployments with OpenAI, Meta, and Oracle, including a public AI supercluster powered by 50,000 MI450 GPUs. The upcoming second half of 2026 ramp of the MI450 series and Helios rack scale platforms provides clear revenue visibility into 2027. Positive analysts re-rate the price targets. Wall Street sentiment has shifted decidedly bullish following the Q1 beat, with firms like Barclays and Goldman Sachs upgrading ratings or raising price targets as of early June 2026. Many analysts maintain strong buy ratings with price targets reaching as high as $625. Alright, the bearish view. Premium valuation and high expectations. Trading at approximately 57x forward earnings, AMD carries a significant valuation premium compared to its peers. Analysts caution that after a 138% surge over the past year, the stock leaves very little room for operational error or any delay in AI product execution. Supply constraints and margin pressure. Management has acknowledged that AI chip demand is exceedingly available supply at advanced nodes, making growth dependent on securing additional capacity for TSMC. Furthermore, early production phases for new platforms like Helios may create near-term pressure on gross margins. Cyclical weakness in gaming and PC. While data centers thrive, the gaming segment is expected to face headwinds in the latter half of 2026 due to rising component and memory costs. This projected decline in higher margin consumer revenues could partially offset the gains seen in the enterprise AI sectors. Well, I got a cool little graphic here. I don't think I've ever seen this before on any other stock, so this is new. Fascinating stuff. AMD stock has gained ground following big losses early in Wednesday's session, but it's still in the red today. The semiconductor company's share price was down 2.3% as of 2:30 p.m., but it had been down as much as 7.9% earlier in trading. There doesn't appear to be any fresh business-specific news driving AMD's pullback today. Instead, the sell-off is being propelled by the market's analysis of Broadcom's recent quarterly report. The market's reaction to Broadcom's earnings is weighing on AI stocks. After the market closed yesterday, Broadcom published results for the second quarter of its current fiscal year, which ended May 3rd. The company reported non-GAAP adjusted earnings per share of $2.44 on sales of $22.19 billion. Adjusted earnings topped the average analyst estimate by 0.04 cents per share, and sales exceeded the average analyst estimate by $70 million. Broadcom's revenue increased nearly 48% year over year, but the company's forward guidance wasn't enough to impress the market for the current quarter. The tech company guided for sales of roughly $29.4 billion, which actually exceeded the average analyst estimates call for sales of approximately $28.47 billion. Despite beating the average target expectations were sky high heading into the report, and AMD and other AI stocks are seeing valuation pullbacks as the market reassesses valuations in the space. What's next for AMD? Despite today's modest pullback, AMD stock is up approximately 352% over the last year. With a market capitalization of roughly $864 billion, AMD is valued at approximately 72 times this year's expected earnings and 17.5 times this year's expected sales. While the company is positioned to benefit from AI-related tailwinds, its stock is also priced for very strong business execution. So while shares still offer upside potential, there's a risk the future results will underwhelm the market or the overall AI trade will lose steam. And then they go into some Motley Fool stuff here. But that's about the it of the article. And that's by Keith Newman at the Motley Fool. Alright. So let's check out, let's just take a look at their website. No, I want to see their actual website. There we go. Look at this website. This looks futuristic, boy. July 22nd and 23rd, San Francisco, California. Register now to experience the latest in AI infrastructure, architecture, and development. I mean, there's some pretty futuristic stuff here. You know, AMD, they're, why AMD? Broadest portfolio of AI solutions. AMD is the only AI partner offering CPU, GPU, and adaptive computing solutions, enabling optimized AI deployments tailored to your needs. Why AMD? Open ecosystem approach. A commitment to open standards and co-innovation fosters flexibility and investment protection, giving you the confidence to deploy AI end to end. Proven leadership and innovation. AMD delivers industry-leading TCO efficiency and advanced AI capabilities, providing enterprise performance, reliability, and scalability for the data center, edge, and end user. Okay. Very interesting. So let's look at their CEO. Take a look at Lisa Su. Yeah, there she is. Lisa Su. You know her, you love her. The engineering marvel. We're not reading all this. She's 56 years old, worth $2.93 billion. Su was appointed president and CEO of AMD in October 2014 after joining the company in 2012 and holding roles such as Senior Vice President of AMD's Global Business Units and Chief Operating Officer. She previously was on the board of Cisco Systems and is currently on the board of the U.S. Semiconductor Industry Association, in addition to being a fellow of the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers. Recognized with a number of awards and accolades, Su was named Executive of the Year by EE Times in 2014, one of the world's greatest leaders in 2017 by Fortune, and was the first woman to be named Time Magazine's CEO of the Year in 2014, and a second time in 2024. She also became the first woman to receive the IEEE Robert Noyce Medal in 2021 during her tenure as CEO of AMD. The market capitalization of AMD has grown from roughly $3 billion to more than $700 billion. AMD also overtook Intel in market cap for the first time. In 2024, Su was selected the Fellow of Industrial Technology Research Institute. She was named the 10th most powerful woman in the world for 2025 by Forbes. She was named as one of the architects of AI for Time's Person of the Year in 2025. Very interesting. Alright. Why is AMD stock up so much? Answer in a single paragraph. We'll ask Gemini this and then we'll wrap it up. AMD's stock has skyrocketed primarily due to a massive resurgence in data center demand fueled heavily by the rise and inflection of agentic AI. The company's first quarter financial results shattered Wall Street expectations with a 38% year-over-year revenue leap to $10.3 billion, driven by a 57% explosion in its data center segment. While investors initially focused strictly on its AI graphics processing unit pipeline, a red-hot unexpected acceleration in central processing unit market momentum specifically for its EPYC processors significantly pulled up earnings timelines, backed by expanding manufacturing capacity from Taiwan Semiconductor and rosy second quarter guidance predicting a 46% revenue jump. Institutional confidence has surged as AMD successfully captures market share and establishes itself as a primary driver of the broader AI infrastructure boom. Fascinating. Alright, so that's AMD for you. According to some people, it's still got a little bit of room to run. They got that price target set at about $600. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? So, it's your cousin Dustin, guys. Like and subscribe. Let me know what you think about AMD in the comments. Yeah. Thanks a lot.